I'm Clarke, Chief Executive Officer of Supreme Counselling for Personal Development. This is an organization that started back in 2009 out of a need to provide an agency for young people to be able to talk about their concerns, to be able to deal with the problems that they are faced with. Yes, we know that there are several organizations on the island that provide services for young people, but we believed that there needed to be an organization to help young people with the tools that can get them through their daily lives. So we came up with the initiative of having a program to work on self-esteem building, anger management, conflict resolution, self-esteem building, and the like. When we started the program, we started in 2 secondary schools, St. James Secondary and the Princess Margaret Secondary Schools, and from there we've moved on now to be working with 4 secondary schools and 1 private school.
Having that support, that social, psychological support on a daily basis helps in the work that I do. I'm the one counselor at a school with over 1,000 students, so obviously I cannot see all, and the intervention programs that I design cannot target all of the students. So having that agency on board has made a difference in the lives of the children and by extension the teachers at the school.
The organization currently has attached to it 5 professional staff members, 3 psychologists, all qualified at the master's level, a parenting consultant, and a professional counselor who work with us and who help us to work with the children in the program.
We test children, and these tests are often yield very, very interesting findings. We also have a self-esteem dimension to this. So a child who really you would have thought had a high self-esteem, because maybe they're very expressive, they're the first to talk, the first to raise their hands, the first to give an opinion. You'd be surprised that when you do the self-esteem testing, that child tests for low self-esteem. And when you present that fact to parents, who also give you the story of the child is very rude, won't listen. I said, but you know, let's look at the self-esteem and let's look how they answered some of these questions. And they will say, you know, they're right, there's a lot of abuse at home. She always gets cried on by all the other people that are in the household. He always has these clashes with others. You know, we really neglect him if we really take a look at it. And you get families to really look at themselves when those results come out.
We go to the schools on a weekly basis and we conduct our life skills sessions with the schools. We take our facilitators in that will work with the children in terms of group sessions as well as one-on-one sessions. When we started the program in 2009, it was initially to be for 1 year, where we will just provide children entering first form with the tools necessary to get them through their school lives. We then decided that 1 year was not enough to adequately cover all of the concerns. So we added a 2nd year and introduced our mentoring program.
I really do think our children need mentoring in every aspect of their lives, not just behavioral, which is how we have designed it here, but actually in the future, the idea is for in the 4th form and 5th form, them to go on to more vocational teaching. And I think mentors are important. My assessments will always tend to yield sort of suggestions as to what occupations children should go into, what job is best for my child. And children tend to go into careers where they see others succeeding. And it helps when you have a mentor, a career mentor, a vocational mentor, who can guide children as to, hey, I've done this. This is, you know, let me take you under my wing. You can become my apprentice, and let's go through this thing together.
He feels really, really confident with her. And most recently she's gone overseas, but they still keep in contact. And she's become like his buddy. So that helps a lot as well, because then he has this extra person there who is showing an interest in him just for him. And that also helps to boost his self-confidence, because she has been very supportive of him in school and she's been giving him lessons and stuff like that. And I believe that he benefits from it.
We have seen an improvement not only in the behavior of these children, but we have also seen an improvement in terms of their school grades. The mentees have really taken to the mentoring program, a program that we wish to continue so that these children can always have an avenue outside of their parents, outside of their siblings, outside of their family members, that they can discuss personal stuff with and that they could get the help that they need. Barbados, so I'd like to report to you that the Supreme Counselling for Personal Development program in schools in Barbados is now a program that will have the children from first form until they exit secondary school. We also offer free psychological assessments to each child registered with the program. It means that on average, each academic year, we perform at least 80 free psychological assessments for our children. It is only after we conduct the assessments that we then can put in place mechanisms to work with each and every child individually in the program to address the concerns and the needs of that particular child. We also have introduced case conferences.
At these case conferences, the principals attend of the schools, the guidance counselors attend, and the form teachers of the school, and interested teachers, interested persons. It doesn't even necessarily have to be teachers, interested staff members in terms of the school attend. And you really get the one-to-one attention for the child, because these are individualized case conferences. We've even taken to doing them, in addition to the schools, to doing them at our Supreme agency, where we even get to bring in fathers and have heart-to-heart, man-to-man talk with the male counselor here in terms of the fathers, to bring them on board in terms of caring for their children.
There are also other aspects to the Supreme Counselling program. For example, we have the Community Giving Back Service Project, whereas every year all of the children are involved in going to a supermarket outlet, having cans posted at the schools where they are asked to donate non-perishable items that can be given to a child within their respective school who seems less fortunate than they are. This project is one that was conceptualized by the children themselves through the youth committee led by Chairman Nicholas De Silva, and the schools are heavily involved in this. The winner of the competition this year, so to speak, would have been the Courgeon Secondary School. At Supreme Counselling for Personal Development, we believe that physical exercise is important. We believe that exercising and schoolwork goes hand in hand. And because of this belief, we have started the Supreme Counselling Wellness Day. This year, that initiative was renamed the Winston Skinner Supreme Wellness Day. On this day, the children leave their schools, they go to the Wilde Complex, they are involved in physical exercise, complements the First Class Fitness Center gym. They are involved in lawn tennis, complements the Barbados Lawn Tennis Association. Some of the children are involved in swimming through the Barbados Aquatic Association, and road tennis with the Barbados Road Tennis Association. This year, the children had a fantastic time at the Winston Skinner Supreme Wellness Day. It is also a day where they must eat healthy. No fried chicken, no baked pork, no macaroni pie. The food on that day must be a healthy food. It is imperative that in order for us to make any positive impact on the lives of young people, we also need to work with parents. To this end, we have the Supreme Counselling Parenting Program. With this program, the parents work with our parenting consultant, Mrs. Donatal Cox, who take them through an entire series of parenting sessions.
We weren't gelling very good at first, because I was like, why would she do this? Why? I could not understand why she would do or say the stuff she would do. Still don't understand everything, but I have learned how to deal with it, how to ignore certain stuff, how to monitor certain stuff that she tends to say and tends to do.
Somewhere along the line, being a mom, I kind of forgot that Lindia was Lindia too. And part of my lessons with Donna was, remember, you as a parent, you are a person. So I also have to work on my needs and my wants, my temperament, my whole demeanor. I have to work on me first before I can work on him.
It takes two to tango, as they would say, and although no specific, I guess, literature that I can remember, I might be very well wrong, coming home saying, well, this is what parents should do. I found that the guidance counselor herself, who is working in collaboration with the Supreme Counselling, sent home emails on what not to do in terms of parenting and whatnot. And well, I study psychology, so some of it I know already, but still, to get it reinforced, to get a little reminder here and there on the different parenting skills or the different teaching skills, listening skills, etc. I found helped me a lot in remembering how to cope with some of the attitudes and some of the, especially now we're into teenage stage, some of the attitudes and some of the different areas that you would have to kind of remember.
I personally believe that for any child to improve and to do a massive job at it, there must be some social interaction. There must be some activity that causes them to run, to skip, to laugh, to playfully fight.
I think children should join Supreme Counselling personal development because it's also fun and educational activities. For instance, we went like AgroFest and Farley Hill and enjoy and have a great time.
We also have a children's party. Last year, Supreme Counselling catered for 250 children for our Christmas party. We not only invite the Supreme children, but we ask them to bring siblings, to bring friends, to bring cousins, to bring other members from the community that they can enjoy themselves at this festive time. For some of them, that Christmas party is the highlight of their Christmas. Quite recently, Supreme Counselling has embarked on another venture. This is the venture to eradicate bullying from our school system. We find that a lot of our children report to us that they are being bullied. We find that several children who come to see us are victims of bullying. We at Supreme Counselling believe that something must be done to remedy this concern. In that regard, we recently completed our Supreme Counselling survey on bullying, where we looked at 9 secondary schools on the island, and we surveyed a number of those children.
The bully is the person, the class that the children is the flamboyant person, is the person who is attractive in the class, and teachers have actually told me so. What do I do when I have essentially a good class of children and 2 bullies who really are admired and respected and are running things?
We now have the findings of the prevalence of bullying in Barbados. After that, we have started on our massive public awareness campaign. We have received the assistance of the Starcom network stations to publicly broadcast on a daily basis what constitutes bullying. I myself, in the month of November this year, will be visiting the Kansas City in the United States to attend an international bullying prevention program. I have the honor of being the first person from the Caribbean region to be invited to attend this conference. I will also be touring a number of public schools in Kansas City, along with another state of the United States, to do some research on their bullying prevention program. As a charitable organization, we need funds to keep us in existence. It would be remiss of me to end this presentation without thanking the good people over at the Maria Holder Memorial Trust, the Sandy Lane Charitable Trust, the government of Barbados through the Ministry of Social Care, who would have over the years came on board and to assist us financially in reaching the objective of this organization. We, however, need continuous support, not only from those agencies mentioned, but from any other sector in Barbados. We therefore plead to not only corporate Barbados, but to all well-minded Barbadians to give, and to give generously, to any organization like Supreme Counselling for Personal Development, who is out there working on behalf of young people in this country. For at the end of the day, Barbados stands to benefit.
I am excited about the fact that these are people who never knew anything about you to begin with in the first place, but they took a special interest in saying, let's help somebody with their kid. And because of where I work, that is, to me, that's substantial, because it shows that not every one of us out there is looking to condemn them, but there's a small group, ever so small, that is willing to help pick them up, put them on the right track, and not only put them there and leave them there, but help to walk them to get there.
I would tell everybody out there who's having any issues, I've actually referred a couple people to Supreme Counselling already, who told me about some serious issues that they were having, and I said, well, it's confidential. You can go to them, and it's not terribly expensive. You can get it done. Just make the first move. Go. I would recommend anybody to do it. Anybody.